Welcome back. Today we will be looking at the letter C, and as we spoke about in our PowerPoint, we were looking at the color wheel. So today you see that we will be making our color wheel tree. It's going to be our colorful color wheel inspired. We're going to start with red, and what we're going to be doing, the colors that I did ask you to bring today inside your portfolio were your red, your orange, and you're just going to make an oval or a circle, like a ball or a watermelon. Okay, so I'm gonna make a circle there. We're sharing markers here because we just had one set. So the first one is up at the top. Then I'm gonna make another one down below. I wanna save room to have 6 trees. And my trees are gonna be inspired by our color wheel. So I started with the red, now I'm going to orange. And our next color, oops, I'll leave the cap on the back for you there, Gavin. And I'm gonna go up, down, up, down. So I'm gonna make the yellow next. And as we're working, sort of reminds me of a caterpillar. So as we go across the page, our next color is one of my favorites. Take the cap and put it on the back, is green. And you may have a dark green or a light green, and you're coloring in your circle or your oval, or maybe it's like an egg shape. All right, and here we go with the blue. And then I have to save a little bit of room here for my last color of the day, which will be purple. All right, and today we're looking at our letter C, as we showed earlier today. And in our PowerPoint, we saw the order of colors. Some of you might recognize the order of the color, just as the rainbow, as we know the colors in the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then you may find a color that's called indigo. So once you have your circles going across your page, the next step's going to be to start with the trees. So as I make the trees, I'm going to take my black and put my cap on the back. What I'm going to do is turn these into, they're going to look like lollipops at first. So I'm going to come up with a line that's going to go straight up to the middle of the tree to where it looks like a lollipop. Okay, and I'm going to do that to all my trees. We'll turn all these trees into little lollipops. The lollipop trees. I think there was a song called The Lollipop Tree. I remember that. Anybody remember what movie that was from? Wizard of Oz, I think, or the Lollipop Kids. All right, so once we have our colors going up and we've turned them into our lollipops, and you can use crayons, you can use markers, you can use colored pencils. Even if you'd like to try what we did last week with our blending, using the markers and a little bit of water, you can use that as well too. Now, once you've turned them into the lollipops, you have to give a little branches. So what we're going to do is we're going to be working with the letter Y. So from the tip of the branch, we're going to make a Y. So I put a little Y over here. I'm going to put 3 Ys in this red tree here. And I'm going to come up with another Y. And then another Y over here. If you want to make more than 3, you can make more than 3 if you'd like. Maybe in the orange, I'm going to put 4 Ys. Oh, maybe this one will have to be a little one off to the side. And as you notice outside, our leaves are starting to change. And our leaves started on the trees, and most of them were all green. And now they're starting to change to these beautiful colors. You're going to see trees outside that have yellows on them. You're going to see trees that have oranges on them. So as they change colors, this is a tall tree, so I'm going to put 5 Ys on that yellow tree right there. All right, and I'm going to finish off with my green and my purple. So as you're working, you're going to go at your own pace. So remember, if we're going too fast right now, it's okay, as long as you know where you're going to put your Ys, where your trees are going to go, and then the color order that they're going to go into. All right, so as we finish off with the trees, if Our trees are here. If you'd like to use a little bit of green to make a grassy bottom, you can take the green, or you can pick any color you like. I really like that green right in the center. And I'm going to make a grassy bottom. So I'm just going to make a line going across here. And then I'm going to make another line going across here. And I'm going to work on my green grass. Maybe we give a little hillside over here. Coming down, up, down. There we go. All right. And we have our trees. And if there's anything else that you would like to add with your colorful, color-inspired color wheel trees, you can add clouds, you can add birds, you can add a sun. If there's anything else you'd like to add, you can add something. Now, you know we always like to end with our Pokemon pick of the day. And I think you probably got a pretty good guess at who's it going to be with the letter C today. You want to take a guess of who it's going to be? We have Charizard GX. Our letter C of the day is Charizard GX. And we have two Charizards with power levels of 250. All right, well, thanks for doing art with us today. And you want to hold it up real quick, boys, to where you're at? 1, 2, 3, show. All right, so we've got the lollipops, and then you can finish off with the Ys. So remember to go at your own pace, and remember, boys and girls, to take your time. Okay, if we go too fast, just make sure that you're